Hello and welcome to this week's YouTube video. Capturing emotion in your oil paintings is very hard. When I first saw this photo, I knew instantly that I wanted to try and paint it. The expression on the monkey's face is so powerful because it feels so human to me. If you, like me, paint lots of animal portraits, what will elevate your art will be an ability to capture emotion. How do you do this? Firstly, it is what you see. You have to see this emotion. If you cannot, you will not be able to paint it. You must carry this aim throughout the whole painting to paint the emotion that you see. What you see is what you will paint. The next step is then to look at the process and implement specific techniques to help you achieve this. I painted this alla prima over 3 days. You'll have about 4-ish days if you are quite a thin painter like me to get an alla prima effect before the paint starts to dry. Alla prima will give you a rawer painting, less finished and more capable of delivering that emotion. It is harder to do this if you paint in layers, as your work will generally be more polished, and in my experience this tends to knock out the emotion. Let's have a look at how I painted this. Number 1, get your drawing correct. This is really important. If your drawing is out, you have no chance of capturing that look. However you want to get the image onto your canvas is up to you. You could trace it, grid up your canvas, or even perhaps project it on. Make sure you focus on some very obvious features like the angle of the eyes, nose and mouth. It's all on a slant. Once you've got your drawing on and you know it's correct, try spraying your canvas with a little fixative spray. I use this one, but any brand will do. This will help preserve your pencil once you start painting. Once I've done this, I cover my canvas in paint in one go as it makes it easier to judge where I'm out. Number 2, get your values correct. This is of equal importance to your drawing. If you get these wrong, then you won't capture that look and it will just look off. Some simple things you can do to help you: turn your reference photo into black and white. At various points throughout your painting, you can photograph your work and then turn it into black and white via your phone settings and compare it to the black and white reference photo. Don't use it too literally. Use it to see obvious areas you are out, but remember, overall photos will take darker. A second method, and my preferred one, is to have your painting and colour reference photo side by side. Your reference photo needs to be the same size as your painting for this to work, and squint at them both. Squinting will reduce them both to obvious value blocks and you will see where you are out. Number 3, get your edges and temperatures correct. I have put these two together because they are of equal importance after drawing and value. For a painting to be successful, you will need both warm and cool colours. If a painting has too many cool colours, it will be chalky. Too many warm colours, it will look muddy. This photo has a cool northern light, so I can use white a lot as a value control without worrying too much about it desaturating my colours. If my photo had warm light, I would have had to have compensated for this in my colour mixing. I will show you briefly the colours I have used for this painting. I am using cadmium yellow light, yellow ochre light, transparent yellow oxide, cadmium red, alizarin crimson, transparent red oxide, ultramarine deep and titanium zinc white. I have also mixed up a few other colours, a black red and a black green. These two mixed together give me my rich black, a purple, 2 oranges and another green. The face is a combination of cadmium red and ultramarine deep, my rich black, and also alizarin crimson and ultramarine deep. Notice this gives me a warm, cool palette, blue-green being my cool and red being my warm. I use my rich black and white to control my value. As it shifts into the pinker areas, I use either my cadmium red and white or my cadmium red plus transparent yellow oxide plus white. My red and yellow are my warms, my white is my cool. My value is controlled by my white and my rich black. I mix a few greys from my black green and this orange plus white. My green is my cool and my orange warm. I also use a grey combination of this purple, cadmium yellow light and white. This will give me a slightly cooler grey than the other one. My browns are mixed from my purple, this orange and my yellow ochre light, but I do shift it about quite a bit depending upon whether I'm trying to make a warm brown or a cool brown. Onto my edges. This part of my painting has hard edges, but this area of my painting has soft and lost edges. How do you achieve this? Use the right brush. For example, something long-haired and soft that won't pull the paint off. I use these combers by Rosemary & Co. Use some medium in your paint to make it pliable. Don't use too much though, as you'll lose control of your painting. Think buttery, not runny. Make sure there is enough paint on your canvas. If there's not, you won't be able to pull your paint around. Pull one edge into another. For example, see how I pull this edge into this background. I've painted my background closer to my monkey than it is in the reference photo, and then I pull the fur over the top of the background. If your paint is too wet, this won't work. Stiffer paint works better in this instance. Why are varying your edges important? Notice how this soft area forces my attention onto those eyes. Notice those edges are hard in the areas I want you to look, with my biggest value contrast. That highlight has been done with white paint. Nowhere else in my painting do I use black against white in such close proximity. Number 4, brushwork. Look at the direction of my brushwork. Notice how it follows the same slant as the eyes, nose and mouth. It reinforces where I want my viewer to look. This is a simple trick that will work for any subject matter. Arrange your brushwork to reinforce your central point of focus. Number 5, stand back. At this point, I had to abandon filming because it was stopping me from being able to stand back and compare my paintings side by side to my reference photo, and then fix the areas that were wrong. As soon as I did this, I could see my incorrect values and where my edges need more pulling and manipulation. Paint a stroke, stand back, check it, then adjust if you need to. Remember at the start of this painting, I said to you, you need to see that emotion. Everything starts with that, and every stroke I have made has been to serve that feeling. Hopefully I have managed to do that, and if you want to have a go at this one yourself, you feel more confident in doing so. It is a hard painting, so don't be deterred if you don't get it right on your first attempt. I hope you've enjoyed today's video and found it useful. Please like and subscribe if you can, and check out my website sarahhallidayart.com, where you will find details of my online classes that I run. Thank you for watching, and see you for the next one.